Good evening, everybody. Hope you can all hear me. How is everyone this evening? Who have we got in the house so far? Hi, Flymo, Joshua, Tom, how you doing? Jerry, hope you're all keeping well, guys. All the lurkers in the background and anybody who's watching this on playback, you're all very welcome to the stream. And hi to all those I met up at Bangor. It was a good show. It was great to be out, meet some people, see some great layouts. So I've got two of my painted coaches going around. You might be able to pick up the tail lamp that's on it now. That's tomorrow's video, the fitting of that. Channel members should already be able to see it. Been picking spray paint for out the quick off my nails on the left hand. I've been modelling. Oh, very good, Flymo. Yeah, when I was doing the spraying, I got some spray on my nails and it took ages to clean it off. I had to really get in there and scratch it out. Yeah, it was nice to meet you up there, Tom. We didn't get chatting for long. There was just so much to see. I only made one purchase when I was up there. I spent the princely sum of £10. And I bought myself a Lima Mark III old intercity livery carriage with the thought of painting it up to look like the Irish intercity ones. Tenner was a good price and I thought, oh, they're great. So when I got back to the hotel in the evening, I thought, I'll go on eBay and see if I can pick some more up. They're going for 30 quid on eBay, plus postage. So that definitely was a bargain. So I'll be on the hunt for more of them, more shows I go to. So what's everyone been up to? Anything exciting? Now, of course, I can't go any further tonight without mentioning Somerset Andy. Flymo texted me a couple of nights ago to let me know the horrible news that he passed away, which is why tonight I've got my two Class 56s going around, because it was thanks to Andy letting me know they were on special in Curno that we managed to pick them up. So I thought I'll send them around tonight as a nod to Andy. Andy is also one of the channel members of this channel. He was a supporter of the channel. So I'm going to leave his channel permanently in the list of members, you know, for as long as YouTube keep it live, just as a, you know, a tribute to Andy. We had made plans to meet up this summer. We were going to go and do some spotting in Westbury and down in Frome, his hometown. Sadly now that's not going to happen. So I was quite saddened by it. It was a bit of after having a great weekend, to come home and get that news, it was a bit of a kick in the stomach. So anyone who's not familiar with Andy's channel, please do go over, check it out, leave a message on his last video. That's what everyone's been doing. You know, just so his family can see it, so he knows that he was a much loved member of the community and he will be missed. Thanks, Flammo. I see he's put up the link to Andy's channel. So tonight I thought I would sit at my work desk here and I would put the final coach lights in. So if you guys want, I can make this screen the main one so you can see what I'm doing, or leave it on the 4 smaller screens, up to you guys. No, it's all right, Flyman. I'm glad you let me know, because then it was the following day when Rachel and Danny put up their videos, so I would have found out. But so it was only a couple of weeks ago I was asking had anybody seen him, because I hadn't seen him around in the chats for a while, and he usually pops in here on a Thursday. Yeah, I need to do the speed profiling on that 56 because it you set it at like the first level and it just takes off like a rocket. You know, it's one of those things on my to-do list. You sit there and you go, yeah, I must do that. I've also lost my little snips that I use, so I can't find them anywhere. So I've obviously misplaced them. The last time I remember using them was in the railway centre. So I've got a feeling I might have, because I was cutting some wires up at a height, so I've got a feeling I've left them up somewhere on a ledge. So I'll have to check that out over the weekend. Hi Cormac, how's it going? You can see I got plenty of rectifiers. Hi Mark Hemmeldown, how's it going? Your loft space is coming on a treat. It looks like you're going to have a great layout there. It's going to be fascinating to watch. Where did I put the springs? Hi Dinmar, how's it going? So anybody who didn't see my video on coach lighting, So what I've got here is, obviously the first thing is the spring pickups that are going to go on to the wheels, and a wire going from that to a little bridge rectifier, and then going to that out of the positive will be a resistor connecting to the strip of LEDs. On the video I done, I connected one of these as well, which is like a variable resistor or a potentiometer, and I fitted it in the end of the coach there, so you can put a screwdriver in and vary the brightness of the lights. So now I'm doing a bit of soldering, so I have to remember not to swear when I burn myself. And I've got a handful of wire here, which was a tip I picked up off Alan at Dragon Junction. I think he mentioned it in one of his videos or a chat I was in with him. He was saying about SCART leads, breaking them up for thin wires, and that made me think I've got boxes of old computer monitor cables here, you know, VGA cables, DVI cables. So I cracked open one of them and I got that much out of one, which will last me for a long time. And I've got loads of those cables, so I got a lifetime supply of cable. Alright, it's not going to be in sort of the wiring color conventions because they're all sort of all types of colors. But when you're doing something like small like this, like coach lighting, it's easy enough to follow the wires around so you know what's connecting to what. Hi Lee, how you doing? Oh, that's very nice, Cormac. Brand new in the box. Right, I suppose let's start with the pickups. This is always a very fiddly bit to do. And it either works perfect first time, or you end up making a complete mess of it. As I try not to cut my fingers off. Oh, the other thing I do is send it flying across the floor. And I'm on my hands and knees and looking for it. Hi Richard, how you doing? It's good to catch up with you up at Bangor. The next show is in Bangor as well on the 20th and 21st of May. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make that one because I have a family event wedding to go to. So I still find it very hard to talk while I'm doing stuff. So what I'm doing here is putting a piece of wire through the bush and wrapping it round. So before I do that, what I'm going to do is just sand off the axle here, so it gives better electrical contact. And then I have my Dremel here somewhere with a brass wire brush on it, and I'll use that to clean the rim, just to make sure there's no tarnish or anything on there, or to give a good electrical contact. So where did I put that sandpaper? H&X First Models, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, Tom, I wish they would. You mean this stuff, Jerry? Problem with working with these wheels is they are really sharp. And I found out that blood and dried blood isn't a very good conductor. So now I'm just going to push this on. Yes, I know I haven't put the spring on yet, but I'm using this. To put it into the wheel. That forces that into the wheel, and then I can cut off the strands. I had to resort to using my track cutters. Now I put the spring on, and always putting the wire for soldering on next to the wheel that's live. So if it does touch a wheel, it's going to touch the live wheel, and it also helps you see which is the live side when you're fitting them. Push that on. Put in my back to back. And make sure the wheels are on square. You don't want a wobbly wheel. Yeah, I wish it was even in this country, the wedding, but I have to go to South Wales for it. To be honest, I don't even use these for cutting track anymore. I just use the Dremel. It's just far handier. So there's one done. That went actually quite well, seeing this on camera. Live without any editing. It's a bit stiff. I've got a screw hole here that I can put it over and push it down. There we go. I'm going to turn the heating down a wee bit. I insulated this shed far too well because when the sun's shining outside now, it's still freezing cold in here. Wires need a file. Flymo, just keep an eye out on Lidl. You'll get one there. I think they're about 20 quid sterling, I think they are. And they're usually about 30 euros in Ireland. So I just cut off around the little bush just to make a chamfered edge so I can push it back in. Come loose. So try not to cut the tips of my fingers off. Right, now I get the wire through. Hi Kieran, how's it going? Yeah, that's the tool I was on about, Jerry. Voila, like so. But I do recommend you get some of the proper Dremel cutting discs. Hi X7G12, how you doing? Yeah, that one is one of the problems. It doesn't give a straight cut, but I always tend to, if I'm cutting track, I bring it, unless I'm trying to cut it in situ, and I bring it to the edge of the board, and then I can get a straight cut down. Or I do have one of those tools with the extendable flexible wire on it that you can attach to the Dremel, so with that you can actually get down and give a straight cut in place. Ooh, that was almost a goner then. You guys able to see all this all right? No, I think I might have cut a bit too much off that one. It's not going in very tight. That should be alright once it's... Right, let's clean that up. Yeah, it's quite good value for money, Jerry. I'd agree with you there. You know, it lasts, a charge on it seems to last forever. Anthony, how you doing, sir? Hope you're keeping well. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, guys. Oh, I got a new camera today for vlogging. I'll show that to you in a minute. It'll help. It's the camera I was waiting on, so I can be a real YouTube vlogger with this camera. Oops, that's a bit too far. Ugh. That's not good. The wire's all pulled out. Another piece of wire. Oh God, I feel more short setting in. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the shorts. I mean, the last short I done there was a follow-up to the lighting video, because he asked me a question and I thought, you know what, it'd be easier just to do a quick short video to show, because, you know, as they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. So a video must be worth even more. Plus I'm a lazy typist. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there, Jerry. Like, it's for people with not a very long attention span. I mean, most of the shorts I see are just clips of longer videos. It's just a shame that some of my shorts aren't monetized, because they've been getting over 1,000 views. Thought that was going to happen. I think I might have to put a dab of glue on this. Yeah, I cut away too much of the right. We'll see how that goes. If not, I can swap it out. Very good, Anthony. Pimped out computer. Hi, Carl. How you doing? Who likes my model of Queen Elizabeth Tower? That was my Mrs.'s contribution to my layout. Never mind, it's completely the wrong scale, and she was out here a couple of days ago having a snoop around, going, that looks new. No, Had that for ages. No, I've had that since before I met you. Oh, you're in Dublin Airport. Are you actually in the airport? Or are you on that lay-by across from the runway? I'm going to snip the ends of that. I've got that. I'm going to snip the ends of this ready for soldering. Oh, excuse me. I had chicken and sweet corn pizza before I came out here, and I can feel it fighting to come back. Oh, right. Time to see if I can drill a hole through my fingers. I haven't seen that one before. Yeah, you have. It's been here for ages. She's probably watching this stream, and I'm going to get it when I go inside now. Maybe I should show her that video that Joyce done, Anthony. Okay, that's that done, so let's get some wire. I did have some brown and green wire I was using for these coaches. I'm trying to keep it all the same. There's my heat shrink. Well, where did that go? Probably can't see it for looking. Everything's still running. Find it. There it is, on the floor. That's where the fun begins now. Soldering tiny little wires. Burning your fingers. Tin the wires. Yeah, Only Fools of Horses is one of those classic TV shows, that one of those ones that you can watch over and over again. Even though you know what's going to happen, it's still, you never really get tired of watching it. See, this is where you need another pair of hands. I think I need a new tip. Or is that what they say? A bad workman blames his tools. The tip is tinned. So who's just tuning in for me to burn my fingers? I already did it once earlier on today. I don't know if you've seen on the Facebook page, myself and Seamus trying to get the 7¼ inch ride-on working. Whatever happened, the electrics have just failed. And to be honest, I don't know too much about 7¼ electric locos, but to me it seems very overly complicated for what it is. And we found a couple of loose wires, so I soldered them up today. Took it in, hoping that would be the problem and it would start working. Nope, of course not. So I've left the battery uncharged just to make sure it's got a full charge, and I'll go in and test it tomorrow morning. Put that over there for later on. Who's made these too short now? Yeah, Carl, when is that open day? Because I know all the tickets are sold, it's all fully booked. But then I had an email asking the museum if they would like to attend. But I don't think I can make it. Alright, so now I'm touching the rectifier. Oh, before I do that, a little bit of heat shrink. So it doesn't matter what way you connect these on this side, because this is the input to the rectifier. Hi, Rachel. So any of you who were there at the weekend in Bangor would have met Rachel. She was my top camera person there, helping me out. And I have booked my flights for Worley in November, so I'm definitely going to that. In fact, after this stream, I'm probably going to go in and book the accommodation. The cheapest hotel I can find. And I will have my top camera person accompanying me as well, so she'll be there as well. This is the bit where it gets really close to my fingers. There we are. Oh, took a bit longer than it should have. Yes, 7th of May. That's why I couldn't go. I have a First Communion to go to. Alright, let's put a couple of tabs on this. That there. That there. Should be long enough. So this is the wires to connect the LED strip to the bridge rectifier with a 1K diode, 1K resistor going on to the positive side. Yeah, it's 2 days. The one coming up on 20th, 21st, I think it's on a Friday evening and a Saturday during the day. Because it's in a church hall, so they couldn't have it on the Sunday. And the last Bangor event was a 2-day event. That was on the Saturday and Sunday in the boys' grammar school. Let's move this out of the way before I drop hot solder on it and melt it. So I'm just tinning the wires here. Just makes a blob on there. It just makes soldering a bit easier when you tin the wires. Look at me sounding like I'm an expert. Where did I put the strip in? Garage. So that side is the minus. Ah. Hi Digger, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's a Bangor in Northern Ireland and a Bangor in North Wales. And there's a couple of Donegals, I think, in America, and I think there's a Donegal in Jamaica. Right. I didn't think that was going to stick. Ow. That was very hot. Let's wash down those lead fumes. Well, Donegal is a county as well as a town. So we have County Donegal and Donegal Town. Donegal is actually in Irish it is Donegal. Dún is Irish for fort, and then Nanal means fort of the foreigner. So up here in Donegal Irish, we refer to Donegal as Donegal, but in Dublin Irish, they might refer to it as Tyrconnell, as being the land of the Connells or the O'Donnells. You find that most of the counties in Ireland, they have a county and a town as well. Obviously, like Dublin is a city and a county as well. That's the wrong resistor. There it is. Find it. Okay, Joshua, take care. Catch you next week. Football wise, it's a state of mind. Funny enough, during the week there, we had somebody called to the house here to do a survey, and they were from the Stole in Kerry, and they knew my relations down there. So they're saying hello to them for me over the weekend. Hi Nick, how you doing? Mayo, we're demented at this point. Yeah, very true. Hello, Welsh Steam Enthusiast. That's the name I haven't seen here before. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I met up with Nick there, Rule 1 Model Railways at the weekend, and had a good chat with him and done a little mini interview with him, which we had great fun doing, didn't we, Nick? I'm glad to see I'm not the only one that gets tongue-tied when doing videos and just completely goes blank. But yeah, do check out that video I done. I think I put it up on Saturday. We had a good route around and look around at Nick's layout and how it works. Yeah, it's funny when you're around traveling who you bump into. Now, one of the times I was in Florida, I was in Orlando shopping mall, and I bumped into Danny O'Donnell. Anybody who doesn't know who Danny O'Donnell is, he's a well-known Irish crooner, I suppose you would say, from Donegal. Lovely fella. Right, let's do the capacitor. Right, well, we've been going over an hour now, but I'm quite happy to stay on here for a little while longer and get this finished. If you guys are alright with that. If any of you got to shoot off, no worries. I'll sit here and chat to myself. Very covered, yeah. You met Ronnie Drew. Oh. I'm trying to think who the most famous person is that I have ever actually met. I think it probably is Danny O'Donnell, because I can't remember ever meeting anyone else. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to see anyone else. I don't know, does Everard Junction, Richard Everard Junction, or Jenny Kirk, do they count? Oh, time for some blue tack. I've got some black tack around here somewhere. Do you think I can find it? You met Saddam Hussein in Iraq. Christy Moore and Bono, all right. years and years ago, I had a job, and working along with me was another guy who was doing pilot training at the same time as me. And he rang in sick this particular night. Same night he was supposed to be on shift with me. So I didn't think anything of it. And then I got a phone call from him. And he was saying, "Guess where I am?" And I said, "Well, I thought you were sick." And he said, "No, I'm in the south of France picking up Peter Gabriel. They needed a pilot on their flight as a standby pilot. So basically someone who just monitors the radios and that sort of thing. So they gave me a call, so I said I'd do it. So there was me thinking he was sick, and he was actually in the south of France picking up Peter Gabriel. So he got to fly a King Air, which is a lovely aircraft, while I was stuck behind doing his work. And now both of us aren't flying anymore. It was a ATPL. We used to have a commercial pilot's license, Nick. We used to actually teach people to fly. Had an instructor's rating and everything. It doesn't sound good when you put it like that, Digger. It was an incredible, unexpected meeting with Saddam Hussein. Right, in theory now, this should work. Well, it's not big enough to go over that. So let's put it on the track and see if it shorts everything out. Yeah, it's working. Just need to clean the wheels. So if I lift it off, it goes off. I slowly lose charge, put it back on. So it's working. Right, so I can put that back together. There's one thing I noticed with these carriages, they could actually do with a little bit more weight in them. Just help the wheels keep in contact a bit better. There we go. The end of that carriage is split. And put wheels on this side. I might have to redo that wheel because it doesn't seem to be on too tight. Right, where did I put my safety glasses? hiding behind the camera. Magic smoke time. Oh, you guys a little faith, huh? Right, let's use the old Dremel with the wire brush attachment just to clean up the wheel surfaces. And the other side. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to redo that wheel. I think that's a job for another day. We'll do it for now, I think. Oh, I'll just bring that to a stop. Just know the first point that is going to go over, it's going to derail. Show Charlie how to clean wheels for under 150. Assume you're. I did quite like that thing Charlie had that went into the baseboard. It was expensive, but if you have a lot of rolling stock, yeah, there's a lot of flicker coming with that, even with the capacitor. So I'm going to have to redo that wheel. Right. I'll move this camera up so I can show you the other camera. Hi March West, how you doing? Hope you're keeping well. So this is my new camera. Got it on a vlogging stick as well, so I can be your typical YouTuber. So this is part of the grant we got with the railway, so it's going to be used for making content for the railway. Not sure if the battery's charged on it. So should be quite good, this one, because it's got image tracking on it as well. So when I'm doing some work, so when I'm showing you something, it should focus on that and not on me. So I'm going to use it tomorrow to film a video, and we'll see how I get on with it. Because the past couple of videos I've been doing on my GoPro just to see how that worked out. And it's okay, but for close-up stuff like the bits and pieces I was doing, it wasn't great. So I'm hoping this camera will be better. Well, nothing shorted out tonight. And I purposely didn't actually plug in the power to the points. And everything's running fine. So I'm going to plug the power in now and see if that point that was tripping last week does the same thing. Then that will narrow it down to what it is. The camera, it's a Sony V1, I think it is. Yeah, ZV1. It's designed for vlogging, apparently. No, it's gone through the point once and it hasn't tripped out. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, so if I can get a few more of those Mark III Lima coaches or similar at a decent price, I will attempt a new repaint, learning what I learned of painting these and see if I can make any improvements. Plus the fact these are, I don't know which side you want, those are the right size, because the other ones are shorter. When I'm in South Wales, I will be hopefully stopping in Lamb and Butler or Lord and Butler. Is it Lord and Butler or Lamb and Butler? I can never remember. Because I'll be stopping in there and it'll be a few days from my birthday, so I'm allowed to go in. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, Lord and Butler. Yeah, that would make sense. Lord and Butler. It's in Cardiff. So I'll be popping in there. Oh, you're in London, are you? Yeah, so if I can get a few more of those and then paint them up and have a nice rake of, because I was after some Irish coaches and they were going for about 60, 70 quid. And I thought, that's a lot of money for a second-hand coach that somebody else has painted. Oh, that's right, yeah, you said you were heading over for 4 weeks. Didn't realise you were over that soon. So it'd be nice to have a nice full rake. So I'm probably going to put lights in the LNR teak coaches. I did try to start doing that years ago using a different system. It was basically where you put the pickups on one of the wheels, and then you daisy chain the cable through the coaches. But the cable, the wire that came with it was really stiff, and it just kept in derailed all the time. So I think I'll use this system now with the spring pickups and each individual coach lit. Oh, Garden Railway. What gauge is it? O, G, double O in the garden. Has anyone ever done an end gauge in the garden, I wonder? I'm sure somebody must have. Alright, I got this camera over here and I'm showing my back to you. That's very rude. Well, let's turn it round. Oh, what view shall we give you for the last few minutes? Hey Robert, how's it going? Oh, you missed a cracker there at Bangor. It was really good. They've got another one up there, 20th and 21st in Bangor. I won't be able to go because I'm away. Engage and blow over, yeah, I suppose it would. Moses was the first to... That's a real dad joke, Jerry. I must write it down. .45mm G scale. Yeah, when Seamus was in the centre there yesterday, he's going to give me a hand building the G scale in the railway centre. So we were talking about that yesterday. He's going to come up with some plans. We're going to try and incorporate some of the Donegal landmarks on the railways, like the Owncara Viaduct, Barnesmore Gap. So that'll keep me busy. So as I say, I'm going to use a new camera to film a video tomorrow. I'm going to film about airbrushes, because I got a new airbrush and I thought it'd be an opportunity to go over an airbrush with people, how to take it apart, how to clean it, that sort of thing. And then I'm going to start, my plan is to start on the end-to-end layout, start working on that. Start doing scenics on that. Also, I'll be working on the Pedigo layout. I need to get that going. So I'm hoping maybe Sunday I might go into the centre and do work on that. I might pop up and do a live if I can. Although I'll probably be using my laptop to watch the F1 while I'm working in there, so I can't guarantee I'll do a live. Converted a tram to RC. Oh, very good. I don't think it does, because it's only LEDs, and I suppose I should get a meter on to see if it's pulling any additional power. The power pack I'm using is the Hornby 9000, is it? And they say it can power up to 10 locomotives, and I only have 5 running here at the moment. You're probably saying 5, where's the 5th? I don't know if you can see it going on the lower level. Yeah, the Earn Show is on in Enniskillen in September. Ulster Model Club usually have one in July as well, up in Belfast sometime, and then there'll be the the Dublin show in October. So I will probably be at the Enniskillen show with some stuff from the museum, and I'll be at the Dublin show with stuff from the museum. Yeah, so maybe I might do, if I get in there early enough before the F1 comes on. Oh, because it's Miami, isn't it? So that's probably actually going to be on later, isn't it? So I can go in during the day and come back in the evening and watch the F1. Yeah, that sounds like a plan for Sunday. Although somebody else inside may be making different plans for me on Sunday that I'm not aware of yet. As I'm away on Saturday because I have to take number 2 daughter to a open day in a college. Oh, camera on its way out. That's a sure sign it's time for me to finish up. Hi Colin, how you doing? I'll stay on a bit longer now Colin's here. We'll have to go down to 3 cameras. Because I left the 2 tablets I use for cameras, I left them in here last week. And I left them on, I thought I'll let them run down and then I'll give them a full recharge so they're ready for next week. And a little voice said to me, I said, no, don't do that, you'll forget. I went, no, I won't. What did I do? I forgot. Came out here this evening, and I wouldn't mind, but I passed the tablets. I left them sitting out so I would see them. And it wasn't until I was setting up thinking, crap. So I had a battery pack with a bit of charge on one of them, which is the one that's just dying. And the other one is near a plug, so I can plug that one into the mains. Yeah, I'm glad to see McLaren doing better. I'm glad to see Red Bull are doing quite well, and Ferrari. And of course, Mercedes are doing not so good, which I'm not that upset about. Hi Ewan. I can't go off yet. Now Ewan's here. You're all coming in now. So I haven't actually run this carriage yet. So why don't I put it on behind something? See how it runs. It's got metal wheels on it, so it's had a good bit of running. You can see a bit of wear on it and filth. Right. Let's see. So Irish Rail have bought this Mark III blue Intercity colours, put 5 to foot 3 bogies on it, put it to work straight away before they could repaint it. Oh, the steward popped in as well. Hi steward, how you doing? You're all down the pub. If you're down the pub and watching me, it can't be a very interesting pub. Oh, yeah, that's odd. Where did that derail? Norfolk. Ah. My British geography isn't that strong. Even though I lived there for a few years, but I lived in the southwest in Bristol for 13, 14 years. Web feet in Norfolk. Careful now, Nick. And East Anglia. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to sit down again for a while. What I can do is tidy this stuff up while I'm out here chatting to you guys, because if I tidy it up and put it away, then I'll know where it is when I'm looking for it. Well, that's the theory anyway. So one thing I try and get into the habit of is when I'm working, is I pick a particular spot to leave the tools. So then I always know to go to that spot to get the tool. You know, when you're building baseboards or something like that, where you're moving about, have a particular spot where you put your saw, your screwdriver, your screws, that sort of thing, so it's always on one spot. In theory, that's a great idea. But we all know what happens to theory. Hey Bernie, how you doing? How you feeling, mate? Are you sunning yourself down in the Canaries? Or are you back? Very nice, Bernie. You enjoy yourself, relax, get some R&R. Well, it was nice here in Donegal today. I didn't have to put a coat on. Still had a jumper on. One of those great warm car days we have in Donegal. You tend to go for an Irish picnic. You go off with the food in the car, you drive off somewhere, park up, eat your picnic, then drive home. You don't even get out of the car. Well, I sorted out all my wheels for George, so they should be in the post to him now, winging his way over to him. He was 48. Sets. You got me again, guys? Yep, need to put my mics on charge. But now I have two set to those Rode mics, so quick swap over and away we go again. So let me know now. This has got the same settings as the other mic. Does this sound the same? Does it sound better? Does it sound worse? Anthony, we've all subscribed to your channel, so what are you trying to say? Sound like an angel. What sort of angels do you listen to, Digger? bit muffled, right? Okay. Let me know if it sounds better now. I've just taken the little wind muff off it, which the other model road I have seems to have a better design of wind muff on it than these ones. Dead cat, that's it, yeah. Sounds better? Right, I think I'll leave the muff off. Oh, there's 2 paintbrushes I didn't wash. Glue. Right, so I cleared the desk off. That means I can come out tomorrow, do my video on the airbrush, and that'll be all ready for going out Friday next week, which gives me 2 weeks to do video on layout. Yeah, Barney, take care. Enjoy your holiday. There'll be better things to be doing than tuning in to me while you're out in the sun. Reverse psychology or brutal honesty. Oh, hang on. Oh, God. What happened? Why didn't everything stop? Right. Okay. We had a derailment, everything crashed. So I think I've been going for almost 2 hours now, so I think we'll call it a day there. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you again next Thursday. I have a video out on the tail lamps, DCC tail lamps fitting to the coach tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Channel members should already be able to see it. So again, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you all next Thursday for another live stream at 7:30. Take care, everyone. Keep on modelling.